infraction. Now, here's the deal. They'll probably claim this is illegal, too, because they're God, and it's our job to roll over and, they burn down a house and say they didn't, and we're going to burn it down. Burn it. Yeah. Yosemite Sam. Oh, burn that house down. Burn him out. Oh, you didn't hear that, you liver-living little long-haired galoot. Shut up and pay me the money. I'll sue you. I'll arrest you. I'll give you bad credit. I mean, how much of this are we going to put up with? I mean, it's just a bunch of burn down that cabin. Hey, I saw you burn that down, Yosemite. You didn't see no such thing, you. All right. I'm sorry, Max Keiser's holding, waiting. Here's their phone number for Antonio Villaraigosa, the king, the Hispanic clan member of the South. Here is the phone number for this guy. And you should call him up at their godlike number and say, so, I saw Obama signs on the wall. Are you going to send him a bill? And direct them to Infowars.com. Get their attention. They're not God. 213-473-3231. Yes, go ahead. Show a document cam of that. There you go. There's the number. Request for service. Just 800-996-CITY. Maybe you want a SWAT team to drop by and burn your house down. You can call that number. Like one of their other great people, Dorner. So 800-996-CITY or TDD. What does that mean? 213-473-3231. And you can call any of these people, the president, the vice president, the president pro tem, the commissioner, city of Los Angeles, the mayor. I don't need cards. I don't need proof. I don't need facts. I am the mighty Antonio Villaraigosa. And in that corner, the population. We don't need no stinking courts for them. Just send them bills and threaten them. I am king. All right, let me go to Max Keiser. Ladies and gentlemen, I need your help. It's invoice number 20120004913. Tell them you need help on that invoice number. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll probably try to sue me over that. Fine, you want to fight, you got one. But most people get these threats and pay up. What if somebody went out and put McDonald's stuff everywhere where they know it was a false flag? Hey, you could false flag somebody with this. How we know Antonio Villaraigosa isn't the one doing it? Max Keiser, thank you for joining us from MaxKeiser.com. What is your take on the arbitrariness of drones will just kill you if you want? We'll secretly arrest you and torture if you want. We'll have NATO over the military because we want. Government just doing whatever it wants. What do you call that, Max Keiser?
Harassment. They are being harassed by the federal government. So, you're on the harassing of the week or the month. They're just going to harass you, man. Los Angeles, of course, is a one industry town, and that industry is the film industry. So, pick a film that's going to open in a few months and start a grassroots campaign right now why people should not go to that film as a way to hit L.A. where it hurts, in the film industry. If you're upset that Aaron Schwartz was killed, as his dad said, by Chris Dodd of the MPAA, murdered his kid, if you're upset that the Hollywood industry has monopolized copyright and destroyed the creative industries in America, pick a film that's going to open in a few months and get a grassroots campaign going right now so that that film does doodly squat in business as a way to fight back this harassment from L.A. to Austin.
That's right. L.A. is long tentacle, slimy tentacle of the corrupt Los Angeles reaching into Texas trying to get my money.
Yeah, so fight back. There's got to be a film that's opening up in a few months and just start, reverse propaganda. They're harassing you. You harass them. Just start talking about why the film stinks, why nobody should go see it, why it's a scourge on society, and see if you can't take $100 million.
I did help out Machete and the Charlie Sheen TV show. I guess I do give my gifts to Hollywood.
Well, now you got to work it in reverse, kill it. You got to kill one of these film projects that's coming out in a few months.
Yeah, let's take down World War Z, because it's an anti-human film about mowing down humanity and how great it will be when human life is reduced and how great Marxism is. We've actually done a review of that. Let's take down World War Z.
You did a great review on the Batman film where you predicted the event. What about this Hunger Games film? This Hunger Games film's coming out. It's the most cynical film I've seen in 20 years, where they're just setting up kids to be gunned down for the amusement of the cartel lobby in Hollywood. The people who are killing the kids in Hunger Games are the executives in Hollywood.
That then puts the idea out that it's fun to go kill kids. They're actually... That's right. That's hyper-subliminal, open subliminal programming.
That's right. Let's take it down. Let's make sure that film does no business. It's a complete failure. Put those producers out of business.
Well, Hunger Games is the casino gulag system they want to create, Max.
That's exactly right. So there's no reason why the people who support the cartel of copyrights, who murdered Aaron Swartz and by basically threatening him to put him in the gulag for 30 years for
35.
expressing his constitutionally guaranteed right to share copyrighted material under fair use. They killed him, as his dad say. These people are, there are two major industries in America that are tied in with.
All right, I agree. I want to shift gears with you because I want to go to
industry, and one is the copyright industry. These two industries are the frickin' frack of what's destroying the economy in the U.S. We talk about bankers all the time. Let's talk about the copyright industry.
I agree, and listen, we can go into overdrive if you want, because it's always interesting to have you here, but I want to go to some calls. But let me just ask you briefly, what do you make of the new Homeland Security targets of pregnant women with little kids to be shot? They call it No More Hesitation. That's up at Infowars.com. And the military training to, quote, take out zombie hordes. And the media goes, oh, it's a joke. No, it's the cover to practice mowing down human waves of Americans. The government is training to kill us en masse. Do you think the bankers are going to really be successful with that?
Well, you know, they'll never want to kill the fetuses. But I have a good idea, actually. This is a good twofer for people who are anti-abortion and pro-guns. Give fetuses guns. This way, if someone tries to abort them, they can shoot their way out of the womb.
All right, Max, that's actually a very interesting idea that you have there, Herr Doctor. Let's expand on that. Seriously, the insane arms race of now 2 billion bullets they've bought, the checkpoints on the highways, now in Austin where I live, how much crazier will it get? All this parading around, I don't see it actually intimidating the awake public. I
said on your show two years ago when we were talking about inflation hedges, we talked about gold and we talked about whiskey and we talked about bullets. Now, they're hoarding all the bullets. So
that's what you said. You said buy bullets, buy guns. You won't be able to get them.
Well, I didn't say forget the guns, just the bullets. The bullets are a commodity. You know, a gun without a bullet doesn't do much good.
It's like a tractor without gas.
Right. So the bullets are always the weak spot in this whole theory. And they are hoarding all of the bullets. The bullets will not be unavailable at Kmart or Walmart or anyone else. They're hoarding all the bullets, but you can buy them as an individual bullet for $50 or $100 per bullet on the black market. And, of course, they'll be servicing the black market. They plan to do to bullets what the Egyptian gulag casino operators did to the price of wheat.
Man, it really is like a society run by the devil. I mean, I don't know how else to describe this.
Just look at the economics of it. And that was always the weak spot in the U.S. System. You know, they've got the cheap food. They've got everything is very cheap because they import from slave labor in China. But the bullets, you know, that was always going to be a spot where if you let too many of these things circulate, it would be potentially dangerous. So by hoarding all the bullets, by buying billions of bullets, they're going to make a black market in bullets. So
I was about to say, the government's trying to buy them up to hoard them because they're scared because of all their crimes. Yeah. But also, I was about to say, but to also...
The black market in drugs, the black market in guns, Fast and Furious. They're going to have a black market in bullets. It's the same crooked insiders on Wall Street in Washington.
But that's what I was going to say is that they're so out of control, Max, that by buying 2 billion bullets to try to squeeze out the market, all they're doing is paying to have all the factories size up to an even greater production level.
Well, I think that the factories will hit a wall and then they'll start to close down because they're going to, just like you have any bubble, you have a bullet bubble. When the bullet bubble bursts, then you won't be able to buy bullets at any price because the manufacturing is going to tail off. Just like natural gas fracking in America, natural gas fracking only lasts about 5 years. They're scaling up to do all this fracking up and down across the coast to coast. Well, fracking only lasts about 5 years. It's not like a well that you can tap for 50 or 60 years. That's going to blow up in 5 or 6 years. It's a bond bubble. This is a bullet bubble. The bullet bubble is going to pop, and if you don't, and the government's going to have all the bullets. You'll have a gun, but no bullets. So you're going to put a spitball in there. You're going to have a spitball fight with your MAC-10 or TAC-9 or whatever you got.